Welcome back, guys. We're here with another video. We've got the pink car here, it's all clean. We've given her a bath, cleaned some of the rubber off the back, and in this video I'm going to be telling you guys how much it cost me to build this car. So I'm going to start off with the car itself. This car was sitting across from my work, which is right across the road from a scrap metal joint. So seeing the car there, I knew the bloke that took the cars to the scrap metal, so I gave him a call, asked him a price. He gave me a price and organised to get it dropped off at home. So the car was $350. The car originally had some sort of Commodore standard wheels on them. Not too sure what they were. It had brand new tyres all round, had a tow bar on the back, and I agreed to go halves in the car with a work colleague. So the deal was, we bought the car, went halves with it, he got the brand new tyres and tow bar, and I got the rest of the car, which I was happy with because I had other wheels here that I could put on it, and the tow bar, I wasn't going to be towing anything with it. So the car started off as a V6, which we had all the intentions of doing burnouts in the V6 with the V6 in it. Things soon changed. Talked about putting an LS in it, talked about painting it, which wasn't, just talk of the walk, which then obviously became a reality. So the car was $350 minus half, which was $175. So I paid $175 and the other bloke paid $175 into this car. I'll add all the prices up on the screen here, just like I have in the previous video. So the next move was to find an LS conversion for it. So we're on the lookout for an engine, gearbox, loom, everything. I ended up getting onto a wreckers over in Canberra, a Comwreck in Canberra. Got onto them and they had a ute with it that had been crashed with everything that we needed in it. So we ended up getting the engine, the gearbox, the loom, ECU, K-frame, tail shaft, just everything ready to plug in and pretty well go. So we picked all that up for $6.5 grand. A few people told me that it was a little bit expensive, but I knew everything was there, so I wasn't going chasing other parts all around, like looking for cheaper and better deals. So I just got it all in the one spot and it was all there ready to go. So we're at $175 for the car and $6,500 for the engine conversion with gearbox, loom, everything like that. The next thing we bought was the radiator. So got on eBay. It's probably it's a cheap, dodgy radiator, but it seems to work. That cost us $350 for the alloy VZ radiator it is. So we done the VZ radiator conversion to get away with having the header tank and things like that. So it seems to work pretty good. It's gotten hot and it seemed to handle it. So the next thing we got for the car was we ordered the paint. We went down, the girlfriend discussed what colour we wanted, so we both went down, priced it up, then she went back to get the right colour, talked to the bloke there, got the custom colour. So it is a custom colour based off a Fuchsia, which has then been customised, taken a few of the dark colours out to make it a bit brighter, add a few little ones, and the paint is now called High Maintenance Fuchsia, which is named after obviously the number plates. For all the paint, which included thinners, undercoat, base coat, clear coat, all that was $1,000. So the car is actually painted in acrylic paint, so it was a lot cheaper paint and it was a lot easier type of paint to actually paint in the shed. So if there was a little bit of imperfection, we could buff it out at the end. So now we're at $175 for the car, $6,500 for the engine, $350 for the radiator, and paint and products, which was $1,000. The next thing we got for the car, we wanted to upgrade with a little bit more power. So we bought the engine as a standard LS1. We then got onto a mate of mine and organised to get a Kelford cam for it, which is a pretty big cam that's in it. Some LS7 lifters, some valve springs, head studs, gaskets, double row timer chain, oil pump, all the bits we needed to build the top end in this motor. So we got a pretty good deal on that, which he helped us out a lot. He organised what parts we needed and told us some good parts and stuff. So that cost us $2,500. After the cam, we then had some other little parts that we needed. So we needed coolant hoses, gearbox lines, leads, coil packs, fuel pump, oil, all the little niggly parts, fittings, things like that. So all those niggly parts all seemed to add up to about $1,000. Then also got the OTR for it, which that OTR cost us $100. The wheels we had, which were obviously off my VZ Commodore, so we swapped them onto it. The diff, which I also had that was in my VZ Commodore, so we didn't have to really pay anything for that or pay anything for the wheels. Interior, we did have leather interior in it, which was out of my girlfriend's old car, which she then got a new Commodore, so we put it in that. So we swapped, now taking the leather interior out and put it into another car, but we did have that in there, which was at no cost. So after all the little things that we got for it, we got the OTR, which I explained, that was $100. We then sent it off to get the exhaust made. So it's a custom exhaust, straight through into an X-pipe, with 2 dumps at the diff. The exhaust cost $600. After the exhaust, there was a night between them. We then sent the car up to get the tune done. So got on the dyno, got it all tuned, and the tune cost $1,100. So after all that, that was enough things that we needed to go to Bathurst. We then went to Bathurst Auto Fest, done our skids, realised that it was getting a little bit hot, and then before Wagga Burnout Party, we then went and got 2 big fans. So the 2 big fans, to the 2 of them, cost $350. So that brings our total of what it costs to build this car, $13,650. There are still a lot of things that we want for this car, but to the stage it's at now, that is the price that it cost us to build it. So in the future, like, I've got on order, I've got a torque converter on order, also want to get the high-rise manifold and a few things like that. That's not included in this price, but that's basically what it costs you to build a burnout car similar to this. Basic cam, LS, conversion for V6, paint, just the basic stuff what it costs to build this car. So like I said before, with the future with this car, I've got a torque converter on order. So as some of you know, we had a few problems with it idling around, things like that. Even coming out of the shed here, it doesn't really like to idle when it's in drive. Also, in the next few weeks I'll be ordering a high-rise manifold for it. So we've got burnouts coming up in October, so I want to kind of have the torque converter in, have the high-rise manifold all set up. I do also want to have a fuel system set up in it, so E85, bigger injectors, fuel cell in the boot, different fuel pump, things like that. So that's torque converter and manifold setup is the main priority for the October burnouts, and it'd be really good if I could get everything, like fuel system, E85. It'd be really good because it needs to get another tune again, so it'd be really good if I could get all that done. And then after the October burnouts, our next event after that would be Summer Nats. So what we'd want done, we'd want to paint the rear end of it, which we will do before Summer Nats. So we'll mask up the rear doors back to do the rear quarter, mask that up, sand it back, try and fix some of the damage that the rubber's done, like pinning up the panels, try and knock them out, and then give it a fresh coat of paint. So anyway, I hope you liked my breakdown of the price on what it costs to build a burnout car similar to this, like the basic things, paint, cam, engine conversion, things like that. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, comment down below. If you have any questions about the build, I'm always replying to comments, so I'll always reply back to you if you've got any questions about any of the cars, this car, the VZ, VB, the Ute, wagon, Hilux, anything. If you've got any questions, bring it to me and I'll answer them for you. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Hey guys, welcome down.
Introduce yourself.
No, this is my car.
Whose car?
He thinks it's his.
Whose car? Introduce yourself.
No.
Tell me a bit about your car then. Taya? Tell these guys a bit about your car.
No. You told them. Thanks